These are Dollar Tree craft pumpkins. Let me show you how I made them. It was a journey trying to find these craft pumpkins in the right size and the right color. So I was looking for craft pumpkins online, and as you can see, the 6-inch and up were extremely expensive. The best find was at Dollar Tree. These are 5-inch pumpkins. Before buying at Dollar Tree, I checked Amazon, I checked everywhere, and the best deal on Amazon was this. 7 pieces for about $8. They come in assorted sizes. They're cute, they're perfect for a pumpkin patch, but the sizes are all wrong. The biggest one is 8 inches and you only get one, and the next size is under 4 inches. These are too small. I decided that I'll just have to make the Dollar Tree pumpkins work. So I went back to check out the reviews, and to my surprise, these pumpkins are perfect. Look at this review from 9 years ago. This person seemed to be in the same dilemma I was in, where they couldn't find the right size for the right price. Check out what other crafters have created with this brightly neon colored orange craft pumpkin. The possibilities are amazing, and everyone seems to be really happy with this pumpkin and the size and the price. So I went out to buy the neon orange pumpkin and thought about the possibilities. Don't try to make them work without sprucing them up, because they do not look good. I also noticed that Dollar Tree has these craft pumpkins already painted and arranged, but they're $5 each. Alright, so let's get started. In all of my crafting, I've never actually used craft pumpkins before. This is my first time, so I'm trying to figure out how am I going to make this work. Before I start crafting, let me give you a quick breakdown. I bought 11 pumpkins at $1.25 each, which came out to $13.75. Plus tax, yes, I pay a 10% tax where I live. It turned out to be $15.11. I did buy about 3 bottles of orange, brown, and yellow paint, but all the other colors I had in stock, including all the painting tools and everything. Those are already my crafting backstock. Another thing I should mention, when you're taking the tags off of these things, they do create damage. So be careful when ripping the tags out. And these pumpkins are imperfect. They come with all kinds of dents and spots and textures on them. Just work with it. It took some time to learn how to paint styrofoam. So I did find that the sponge did work better than an actual paintbrush, because the paintbrush kind of just smeared everything around. The sponge allowed me to dab and get into the grooves of the styrofoam. I also found that I had to paint in one direction to get a smooth look. Otherwise, it just looked very splotchy. The first pumpkin came out very nice, and compared to the neon orange, look at the difference. It looks great. So here's the technique I developed for painting these pumpkins, and it only takes about 10 minutes once you get this system down. So I'm filling the grooves with a dark brown. You can use any color, and I'll show you later on the variations. Just be sure to stick with complementary colors, whatever color you're painting your why do I keep saying oranges? Your pumpkins. In this case, I only used dark brown, 2 shades of orange, and 1 shade of yellow to make sure that my pumpkins all have a kind of natural and complementary look. Once the grooves are filled, I went over with a darker orange to cover and blend everything together. And I sponged in between those grooves. I know it looks like a mess right now, but when you keep blending, it all comes together. If you know how to work eyeshadow, you can definitely work these pumpkins. Blending is the key here. Now on the high points in between the grooves, I add a lighter color. I'm using yellow, and I'm going to also blend these in to create a very natural look. Oh, actually, I did use white on one of the pumpkins. I do think this one turned out a little too light or pinkish, but it worked. So this is the other variation of colors I used. I painted the whole thing white on the outside, and then I went with a lighter orange color to paint everything on top. So the effect that I wanted to make with this one was a natural waxy appearance. You know those big Cinderella pumpkins you see at the grocery store that look kind of large and flat and waxy? That was the effect I was trying to achieve with this pumpkin, and I think it worked. You can't go wrong with the variation of the colors you use in the grooves and the high points, because when you use only 3 or 4 colors, they all complement each other nicely. So don't forget about the stems. I did remove the stems, just apply a little bit of pressure. They are attached with a toothpick, and I painted those brown. The whole process was very relaxing. I made myself a cup of tea, I put on a show, and I just painted away. And watching the process come to life was satisfying. But at this point, late at night, they were starting to look like giant mandarin oranges. So in the morning when they dried, they looked kind of chalky and dry, and I had to go out and get some satin varnish. I gave everything just one layer of top coat, and that's when the magic started to happen. These pumpkins glistened like they were just real fresh pumpkins from the market or pumpkin patch. You can see it now, can't you? The giant mandarin oranges, the cuties. So because of that, I was thinking these need something extra, maybe a vine or a stem. So I looked up what real pumpkins on the pumpkin patch look like, and they have these cute yellow flowers and these really broad green leaves. So let's see what I can do. I found these in my backstock of floral supplies, and I decided to use these green leaves and the yellow parts of these very old Easter daffodils to try to spruce these pumpkins up. It was very easy to attach the leaves and the flowers to the pumpkin. As you can see here, it's all pretty self-explanatory. And now they're starting to look like persimmons to me, don't they? But all in all, they came out gorgeous. Here's all my pumpkins once they're done. You guys, if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. Please let me know if you would try this yourself. And have a happy fall, y'all. Thanks for watching.